Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Johnson's, and as a geriatrician, I've dedicated my career to understanding and supporting the health and well-being of older adults for many years. Over my time in practice, I have become increasingly aware of a silent challenge that affects so many of my patients and their families, and it's something I feel is crucial to discuss with you today. Have you ever noticed that despite careful budgeting, your money just doesn't seem to go as far as it used to? You might not fully realize it, but if you're over the age of 62, there's a good chance you're experiencing a gradual decrease in your financial well-being each year. The cost of everything keeps creeping up, and your fixed income may not be keeping pace. Before you know it, your financial security can start to feel a bit shaky. But please know this, you are not without options. In this video, we're going to explore 7 key reasons why many older Americans are finding their financial situation tightening each year. And more importantly, we'll talk about practical steps you can take to change that trajectory. Whether it's understanding the subtle forces that are draining your finances, or learning about smart financial strategies to maintain your security, the insights we'll discuss today are all aimed at helping you protect your wealth and preserve your independence. Please stay with me until the end, because you'll not only gain a clear understanding of why this is happening, but you'll also learn actionable strategies that could help you hold on to more of your hard-earned money, and perhaps even see it grow, so you can enjoy your retirement years with greater peace of mind. If you've ever worried about having enough money throughout your retirement, this is information you won't want to miss. So, let's dive right in. Number 1. Rising cost of living. One of the most significant factors contributing to the financial challenges faced by older Americans is something we all experience daily: the increasing cost of living. From groceries to gasoline, electricity bills to medical care, it seems like everything is becoming more expensive, while your income might not be increasing at the same rate. This isn't just a feeling. Inflation is steadily eroding the purchasing power of your money. Simply put, the same amount of money that used to fill your grocery cart might now only cover the bare necessities. You might remember a time when a gallon of milk was under $1, and filling up your car's gas tank didn't feel like a major financial decision. But today, prices have risen so much that even the most basic needs consume a larger portion of your budget. The challenge here is that while younger individuals can often counter inflation by seeking higher wages or changing jobs for better pay, retirees and those on fixed incomes typically don't have that same flexibility. Even Social Security payments, which do include annual cost of living adjustments, often don't fully keep up with the actual rate of inflation. Many seniors find that even after these adjustments, their monthly checks still don't stretch as far as they once did. And if you're relying on personal savings, the impact can be even more pronounced because the money you saved decades ago simply doesn't have the same buying power today. So what can you do to address this? One of the most effective strategies is to prioritize your spending on essential items and look for ways to reduce non-essential expenses. This doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy, but rather explore ways to save on everyday costs. For instance, taking advantage of senior discounts, choosing more budget-friendly grocery stores, and implementing energy-saving practices at home can make a noticeable difference. Furthermore, if it's been a while since you reviewed your expenses, now might be an opportune time to analyze your budget and identify any unnecessary costs you can eliminate. Subscriptions, memberships, or services you no longer use could be draining your money without you even realizing it. Beyond that, it's worth considering ways to generate small amounts of additional income, whether that's through part-time work, renting out a spare room, or using your existing skills for occasional freelance work. The goal isn't just to manage the rising costs, but to ensure your money lasts longer and works harder for you. While you can't stop inflation, you can certainly take steps to ensure it doesn't dictate your financial future. Number 2. Fixed income trap. A significant financial hurdle for many older Americans is what we call the fixed income trap. Unlike younger individuals who have the potential to increase their earnings over time through raises, promotions, or career changes, retirees often depend on Social Security, pensions, or savings, none of which typically increase rapidly enough to keep pace with rising expenses. At first glance, Social Security might seem like a reliable safety net, but the reality is that for most people, it was never intended to completely replace your working income. Instead, it's designed to supplement your retirement savings. However, many seniors rely on it as their primary source of income, which exacerbates the problem. While cost of living adjustments do occur, they don't always accurately reflect the true impact of inflation, particularly when it comes to essential expenses like healthcare and housing, which often increase at a faster rate than general inflation. If you're fortunate enough to receive a pension, you might think you're in a more secure position, but that's not always the case. Many pension plans don't offer any cost of living increases, which means that over time, what once felt like a comfortable retirement check can start to feel increasingly inadequate. And if you're drawing from your savings or investments, you face another challenge: the risk of depleting your funds too quickly. So, what can you do? One of the most effective solutions is to explore opportunities to create additional sources of income, even in retirement. Many seniors today are finding low-stress, flexible ways to earn extra money. Whether it's through consulting work, part-time employment, renting out an unused space in their home, or even leveraging their skills online to generate passive income. This isn't about going back to a full-time job. It's about creating a financial cushion that gives you greater control over your money. Another crucial step is to maximize your Social Security benefits. If you haven't started receiving them yet, delaying your benefits past your full retirement age can significantly increase your monthly payments, sometimes by as much as 8% per year. If you've already started collecting, you might still have options to potentially boost your benefits, such as exploring spousal benefits or understanding strategic claiming strategies. Finally, reassessing your investment strategy can help ensure that your money continues to work for you. Many people make the mistake of becoming too conservative with their investments in retirement, holding too much cash or low-yield bonds that don't even keep up with inflation. While you certainly don't want to take on excessive risk, having a balanced portfolio that includes some growth-oriented assets can help your savings last longer and counteract the fixed income trap. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us continue creating helpful content to inform and empower you. Now, let's move forward to our next point. Number 3, medical expenses increase as you get older. One expense that tends to rise faster than almost anything else is healthcare costs. Even if you've always prioritized your health, medical bills have a way of accumulating, often in unexpected ways. Prescription medications, doctor visits, hospital stays, and various out-of-pocket expenses can add up very quickly, making healthcare one of the most significant financial burdens for retirees. You might assume that Medicare covers all your healthcare needs, but the reality is that it doesn't. Many essential services, such as dental care, vision care, and long-term care, aren't fully covered, leaving seniors to pay out of pocket for these critical treatments. And while supplemental insurance policies or Medicare Advantage plans can help, they often come with their own costs, deductibles, and limitations. One of the biggest financial surprises for many retirees is the rapidly increasing cost of long-term care. Whether it's in-home assistance, assisted living facilities, or nursing home care, the price of these services can be staggering. Many people assume that Medicaid will step in if they ever require long-term care. But qualifying for Medicaid often involves spending down the majority of your assets, leaving you with little financial security in your later years. Even if you're currently in good health, medical inflation continues to outpace general inflation, meaning that healthcare will likely become even more expensive as time goes on. And if an unexpected illness or injury occurs, it can deplete your savings much faster than you ever anticipated. So, how can you protect yourself financially in this area? One of the most important steps you can take is to plan ahead for medical expenses before they become overwhelming. If you're not yet enrolled in Medicare, understanding your coverage options early on can help you make the most informed decisions to minimize your out-of-pocket costs. For those already on Medicare, reviewing your plan annually is crucial to ensure you're not overpaying for services you don't need or missing out on better coverage options. Another smart strategy is to invest in a health savings account, HSA, before retirement if you're still eligible. HSAs allow you to set aside pre-tax money specifically for medical expenses, providing you with a financial buffer when healthcare costs rise. If an HSA is no longer an option for you, having a dedicated emergency fund specifically for medical bills can offer similar protection. And finally, taking proactive steps to maintain your health is one of the most effective ways to control long-term medical costs. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, routine checkups, and preventive care can help reduce the likelihood of developing expensive health issues down the road. Staying healthy isn't just about feeling good. It's also one of the best financial decisions you can make. Now let's consider another financial drain that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Number 4. Tax burdens on seniors. Even in retirement, taxes don't disappear. In fact, for many older Americans, taxes can take a larger portion of their income than they initially expect. You might have spent decades working, contributing to Social Security, and saving for retirement, only to discover that once you start withdrawing those funds, the government still requires its share. If you're not careful, taxes can quietly erode your savings, leaving you with less to live on each year. One of the biggest surprises for many retirees is that Social Security benefits can be subject to taxation. If your combined income, which includes your Social Security benefits, pensions, withdrawals from retirement accounts, and any other earnings, exceeds certain income thresholds, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits can be taxable at the federal level. This can come as a significant shock, especially if you assumed that once you retired, your Social Security income would be tax-free. Then, there's the issue of required minimum distributions, RMDs. If you have a traditional IRA or a 401k, you are required to begin withdrawing money and paying taxes on it once you reach the age of 73. Many retirees don't realize that these mandatory withdrawals can potentially push them into a higher tax bracket, thereby increasing the amount of taxes they owe and reducing the lifespan of their retirement savings. And let's not forget about property taxes. Even if you've successfully paid off your mortgage, the cost of simply owning your home can increase each year due to rising property taxes. This can be particularly challenging for retirees living on a fixed income who may not have adequately planned for these increases. So, what strategies can you employ to address this? One of the most effective ways to reduce your tax burden in retirement is to be strategic about when and how you withdraw money from your various accounts. If you have multiple sources of income, consulting with a qualified financial planner or tax professional can be extremely beneficial. They can help you structure your withdrawals in a way that minimizes your taxable income and potentially keeps you in a lower tax bracket. Another effective strategy to consider is Roth conversions. This involves moving money from a traditional IRA or 401k into a Roth IRA. While you'll pay taxes on the converted amount in the present, when your tax rates might be lower, all future qualified withdrawals from the Roth IRA will be tax-free. This approach might not be suitable for everyone, but for many retirees, it can result in significant tax savings over the long term. If property taxes are a concern for you, it's important to investigate whether your state offers any senior tax exemptions, property tax deferral programs, or other benefits that could help lower your annual costs. Many states have specific programs designed to ease the tax burden on retirees, but you typically need to apply to take advantage of them. The key takeaway here is that just because you're retired doesn't mean taxes disappear. However, with careful planning and the right strategies, you can legally reduce the amount you owe, leaving more of your money available for your needs and enjoyment each year. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and empower you. Now let's move on to our next crucial point. Number 5. Erosion of savings and investments. One of the most significant financial risks that seniors face is something that can happen so gradually that you might not even notice it occurring: the slow but steady erosion of your hard-earned savings and investments. You likely spent many years diligently building up your retirement fund, carefully setting aside money for your future. However, as the years pass, withdrawals, unexpected market downturns, and even the persistent effects of inflation can chip away at your nest egg faster than you might have anticipated. Many retirees operate under the assumption that if they saved a certain amount before retirement, they'll be financially secure for the rest of their lives. But here's a critical consideration. Retirement today often lasts much longer than it did in the past. It's not uncommon for individuals to live for 20, 30, or even 40 years after they stop working. This means that your savings need to be sufficient to last for several decades, not just a few years. If you're withdrawing money too quickly, or if your investments aren't growing at a rate that keeps pace with inflation and your withdrawals, you could potentially run out of money much sooner than you had planned. Another significant issue is market volatility. If your investments experience a downturn during a stock market correction or recession, selling your investments during a low point can lock in those losses and make it significantly harder for your portfolio to recover. This is often referred to as sequence of returns risk, which essentially means that if you experience major investment losses early in your retirement, your savings might never fully recover. And with fewer opportunities to replace lost income during retirement, this can have a devastating impact on your long-term financial security. Even seemingly low-risk investment strategies can present a challenge. Many seniors, in an effort to avoid risk, shift a significant portion of their money into very low-yield bonds or savings accounts. While this approach might feel safer, the downside is that these very conservative investments may not even grow at a rate that keeps up with inflation. If your money is growing at a slower rate than the cost of living is increasing, you are essentially losing purchasing power each year. So, what are some potential solutions? First, it's absolutely critical to have a well-thought-out withdrawal strategy that carefully balances your current income needs with the need for long-term growth of your remaining assets. One widely discussed approach is the 4% rule, which suggests withdrawing no more than 4% of your savings each year to help your money last longer. However, depending on your individual circumstances, a more flexible strategy, such as adjusting your withdrawal rate based on market performance and your specific needs, might be even more suitable. Another key step is to maintain a portion of your investment portfolio in assets that have the potential for growth. While you certainly don't want to take on excessive or inappropriate levels of risk in retirement, having some exposure to dividend-paying stocks, real estate, or other stable investments can help your money continue to work for you, even after you've stopped working. If you haven't already done so, working closely with a qualified financial professional to create a sustainable income plan for your retirement can be invaluable in ensuring that your savings not only lasts, but also has the potential to continue to grow. And remember, avoiding panic and making impulsive decisions during market downturns is just as important as making smart initial investment choices. Staying the course and making thoughtful, informed decisions can help protect your financial future for the long run. Now let's discuss another financial oversight that often goes unnoticed, one that could be costing you significant amounts of money each year. Number 6, lack of passive income. One of the biggest financial challenges that arises in retirement is that the primary source of income you once relied on typically disappears. When you were actively working, you had a regular paycheck arriving every month. But once you retire, that consistent income stream stops. If you don't have other sources of passive income to supplement your retirement, you're primarily left drawing down your savings, which, as we've discussed, can deplete faster than you might expect. Relying solely on Social Security benefits or a traditional pension can be financially risky, particularly as inflation gradually erodes their real value over time. If your essential expenses remain relatively stable or, worse, increase, but your income stays the same, it creates a slow but steady decline in your financial well-being. This is why many retirees find themselves facing financial struggles several years into their retirement, even if they initially felt financially secure. So, what's the solution to this challenge? The key lies in creating multiple streams of passive income. Unlike income from a traditional job, passive income allows you to earn money without actively and continuously working for it. Common examples of passive income include rental income from properties you own, dividends from your investments, royalties from creative work, or even income from small side businesses that don't require a significant time commitment or effort on your part. One of the most reliable ways to generate passive income is through investing in dividend-paying stocks. Unlike regular stocks that primarily increase in value when the market goes up, dividend stocks pay you cash on a regular basis simply for owning them. Many retirees utilize dividends as a way to generate a steady stream of income without having to sell off their underlying investments. Another viable option for generating passive income is through real estate. If you own a rental property, even a small one, it can provide a consistent cash flow each month in the form of rent. And if you prefer not to deal with the day-to-day responsibilities of managing tenants, you might consider investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs. REITs allow you to invest in a portfolio of real estate properties and receive income without the direct responsibilities of being a landlord. Some retirees also explore low-maintenance online businesses, such as writing and selling ebooks, creating and selling digital products, or even renting out storage space. While these ventures might not generate a large income overnight, they can provide a steady trickle of income that accumulates over time. The primary goal here isn't necessarily to completely replace your former full-time income, but rather to create a financial safety net that ensures money continues to come in even when you're not actively working. The more sources of passive income you have, the less you'll need to withdraw from your precious savings, which ultimately means your retirement funds will likely last longer. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your support helps us continue creating informative and inspiring content for you. Now, let's move on to our final and perhaps most important point. Number 7, the solution: smart financial adjustments. If you've stayed with me this far, you now have a good understanding of why so many individuals over the age of 62 find themselves facing increasing financial pressures each year. But here's the encouraging news. It doesn't have to be this way. There are several smart financial adjustments you can make right now to help protect your wealth, make your income stretch further, and even work towards growing your financial security over time. The very first step you should consider is optimizing your Social Security benefits. Many retirees choose to claim Social Security as soon as they become eligible, which is typically at age 62. However, claiming early can significantly reduce the amount you receive each month for the rest of your life. If you haven't started collecting Social Security yet, delaying your benefits can increase your monthly payments by as much as 8% per year for each year you wait past your full retirement age, up until age 70. Even if you've already started receiving benefits, there may still be strategies you can explore, such as understanding spousal benefits, that could potentially help maximize your total income from Social Security. Next, It's absolutely crucial to identify and reduce any unnecessary expenses in your budget. Take a close and honest look at where your money is going each month and identify areas where you can realistically cut back without significantly sacrificing your quality of life. This might involve exploring options like refinancing existing debt to potentially lower your monthly payments, considering downsizing your home if it's become too large or expensive to maintain, switching to a more affordable insurance plan that still meets your needs, or even simply eliminating those recurring subscriptions and memberships that you no longer actively use. Remember, even small savings on a regular basis can add up significantly over time and make a real difference to your bottom line. Another powerful financial adjustment you can make is to ensure that your investments are working effectively for you in your retirement years. While it's natural to become more conservative with your investment strategy as you get older, keeping too much of your savings in very low-yield accounts or simply holding cash can be just as risky in the long run as taking on overly aggressive investment risks. A well-balanced approach that includes a mix of income-generating assets, such as dividend-paying stocks, real estate investments, or even carefully considered annuity products, can help ensure that your money continues to grow at a reasonable pace, while also providing you with a degree of financial stability. If you haven't already explored the possibility, now might be a good time to seriously consider setting up some streams of passive income. As we discussed earlier, even relatively small amounts of extra income coming in regularly can significantly relieve financial pressure and reduce the need to draw down your savings as quickly. Whether it's renting out an unused room in your home, starting a small online business based on your skills or hobbies, or investing in income-producing assets, the key is to create a financial cushion that doesn't solely rely on your existing retirement savings. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, don't underestimate the value and power of working with a qualified financial expert. Retirement planning isn't just about having a certain amount of money saved. It's about strategically managing those funds to ensure they last throughout your retirement and meet your evolving needs. A knowledgeable financial professional can help you create a comprehensive financial plan that takes into account strategies to minimize taxes, protect your assets against inflation, and ensure you're withdrawing your funds in the most efficient and sustainable way possible. The fundamental message I want to leave you with is this: you have more control over your financial future in retirement than you might currently believe. By making smart and proactive adjustments now, you can take meaningful steps to keep more of your money, protect your desired lifestyle, and enjoy your retirement years with greater confidence and peace of mind. Final thoughts. We've covered a lot of important ground today, from understanding the impact of rising costs and the challenges of fixed incomes to navigating increasing medical expenses, managing tax burdens, and addressing the gradual erosion of savings. If you've ever felt like your money isn't stretching as far as it used to, please know that you are absolutely not alone. The financial challenges that often accompany aging are very real, but so too are the solutions. By taking a more active role in managing your spending, exploring opportunities to maximize your income, and implementing smart financial adjustments, you can significantly protect yourself from the risk of becoming financially poorer each year. The crucial takeaway here is this: you don't have to passively watch your financial security diminish over time. Making small, intentional changes, whether it's carefully considering when to claim Social Security, actively seeking out new income streams, or thoughtfully adjusting your investment strategy, can make a profound difference to your long-term financial well-being. It's truly never too late to take positive action, and every step you take now puts you in a stronger and more secure financial position for the future. So now, I'd really like to hear from you. Considering the ever-increasing cost of medical care in retirement, what proactive steps are you currently taking or planning to take to effectively manage your healthcare expenses? Please leave a comment below and let's continue this important conversation. Your experiences, insights, and even your concerns can be incredibly helpful to others who might be facing similar financial struggles. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure about where to start, please share the specific financial challenges you're facing in the comments below. I'll do my best to offer some general guidance and point you in the right direction for further support. Practical advice for today: be proactive about your healthcare planning. Don't wait until medical bills become overwhelming. Start planning now by thoroughly understanding your Medicare options, exploring the benefits of supplemental insurance plans, considering a health savings account if it's a viable option for you, and, most importantly, prioritizing your overall health through preventative care and healthy lifestyle choices. Taking these smaller steps today can lead to significant financial savings and greater peace of mind in the years to come. Thank you for spending this time with me today. We would genuinely appreciate it if you would leave a comment below and share one key thing you learned from this discussion and how you plan to incorporate it into your own life. Your thoughts and feedback are incredibly important to us, so please don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement to continue creating valuable content for you. If you found this video informative and helpful, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to our channel for more helpful insights, and sharing it with your friends and relatives who might also benefit from this information. Your support is invaluable in helping us continue to create good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.